MAGA Mike Johnson.
Yep.
He was...
I'll be a real boy one day.
Jasmine Crockett exposes Republican treachery as Trump panics. I'm Jim Drastic.
I'm Tiffany Drastic.
I love her. I'm Nick Knudsen.
I love her too.
And today on The Dangerous Ones, Happy Epstein Day!
427, the nays are 1. 2/3 being in the affirmative. The rules are suspended. The bill is passed. And without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
Today, the House voted 427 to 1. I don't know how that happened.
Shocking.
To release the Epstein files. And you can tell because Donald Trump is visibly shaken. Snapping at reporters left and right. Meanwhile, MAGA Mike Johnson is tying himself in knots as he tries both to save face and prevent the Epstein files from ever seeing the light of day.
Because he's Trump's little bitch.
But leave it to Democratic firebrand Jasmine Crockett, who ain't having any of it from Johnson or Trump, calling them both out and exposing their Hail Mary plans to keep the Epstein files secret, even though it's moving to the Senate. What's their end game? Will the files ever see the light of day? We've got the videos you don't want to miss. Let's get dangerous.
It's so messy.
427 to 1.
427 to 1.
I did not see that coming.
I didn't. It sure makes my life problem seem small when you wake up to this. Like, God, at least I don't have any Epstein files at my house. You know?
kidding.
No joke.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome to all the members of the Danger Corps. Welcome to the family. We're so glad to have you here. And today we've got so much going on. And folks, let's just get right to the comment question of the day, which is... Now, everybody knows we love Jasmine Crockett on this show.
We do.
But what's your favorite Democratic firebrand?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I love that,
I like
right?
That's a good one.
And there's so many to choose from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
know. We got a really
It feels
good
like
bench.
there's an increasing number of people who can handle media stuff.
Yeah. You know.
God, finally.
Finally.
Jasmine Crockett, Eric Swalwell, all these guys who are all these people who are now having all of a sudden indicted.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
you know what I mean?
That's how you know you're doing it right.
That's how you know you're doing it right. Hey, Nick, by the way, and I don't know, who was the one person who voted against releasing the Epstein files?
Oh, yeah. I mean, ladies, cover your drinks. This is Clay Higgins, Representative Clay Higgins from Louisiana. He's in a district that Trump won by like 70 points.
Clay.
My God.
Well, here's to you, Clay.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah.
Read the country, guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But look, let's get right
Maybe
to
he's in the files.
Yeah, maybe that's right.
That's
That
true.
might be true, actually. So let's get right to it. We've got a bunch of clips to show you guys. You're going to love these videos, and it'll help kind of set up. And this show is really about is what's going to happen now. What's about to happen now that it's passed the House. But first, let's set up the first clip, Nick. What is it?
So this is the president having a really hard time with this. That this is happening. So,
yes. Yeah. Watch this clip. This has been making the rounds. It's been going viral for all the wrong reasons. Watch this.
Jeffrey Epstein and I had a very bad relationship for many years. But he also saw Skype because I was president. So he dictated a couple of memos to himself, give me a break. You're going to find out what did he know with respect to Bill Clinton, with respect to the head of Harvard, with respect to all of those people that he knew, including J.P. Morgan checks.
Sir,
Yeah,
if
Jennifer,
there's
go ahead.
nothing
Go ahead.
incriminating in the file, sir,
Quiet,
why are you saying is
quiet, McGee.
on Venezuela, sir? You
Jesus.
Yeah, I think he might be a little off kilter.
That's right. What do you think, Tim?
Oh, man, to just say that to a woman's face and point at her, like, first of all, it's not 1976.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
you know, it's just...
Yeah.
Okay, and nobody said anything, because of course not. It's just...
Dirtbag exposed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My God.
He also today had the Saudi prince at the White House
right,
and was also snapping at reporters. Somebody asked about the Epstein files, and he's like, "You're embarrassing me.
Don't talk about fucking kids in front of my bestie."
Who's a terrorist?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like,
I
oh
don't
my
like
God.
it.
This timeline is so stupid.
It's so wild, isn't it? God.
But that's an important clip because it shows that he's going off the rails. I mean, and by the way, it also shows something that we all know, that he's just a complete dirtbag, and that's what he thinks of women. You know
well,
what I
and
mean?
he just can't handle it. All he thinks about is himself. And so when everyone's staring at him, because he hates himself, because men who love themselves do not act like this.
That's right.
You
That's right.
Yeah.
What's our next clip?
Okay,
Nick?
so Trump is panicking and also foreshadowing, I think, a little bit of strategy. We'll get to that in a minute. But now let's look at MAGA Mike Johnson.
Yep.
He was...
I'll be a real boy one day.
Oh, that's great. He was tap dancing and gaslighting. Here's the clip.
Watch this.
This is a raw and obvious political exercise. Again, I'm just going to leave you with this question. You should go ask them all. If you were so concerned about the Epstein files and protecting the victims, why didn't you do a darn thing about it for the 4 years of the Biden administration? All this stuff was sitting in a warehouse, and nobody said a word about it. They didn't care. Now they're doing it. We all know why, because they're trying to attack President Trump. That's it. Thank you. Thank you.
God, I gotta tell you, I fucking hate that guy.
I
His little
know.
smug. I used to hate
He's so
Mitch McConnell and his smugness.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But he takes the cake.
Yeah,
he
this
takes
group,
the cake.
this group of gents is really just like taking it to a whole nother level. That's why they're so toxic for society.
Yeah.
And the only thing they have to come back with is like, well, why didn't they do it?
Right.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know?
What about
and guess what? MAGA Mike.
Yeah.
Because the president's in the fucking files.
Right.
It feels a little important right now to expose this because he's the leader of the free world at the moment.
Right.
Also, he made the point of, hey, why'd you sit on these files, Democrats? Fair point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did they? But the truth is but when you say, Nick, that it's like, listen, I'm not a big Merrick Garland. I thought he was going to be a little tougher than he turned out to be.
I think everybody did.
That was a really nice way of saying it.
Yeah.
Being very polite.
I think you're right.
I think you're wearing off on him.
But again, it wasn't up to Joe Biden to go to Merrick Garland to do that. It was up to Merrick Garland to do that.
Yes, Biden actually observed the separation that there is supposed to be between the White House and the Justice Department. So he's not going to go and be like, release those files.
I think we've all forgotten how normal everything used to be.
Yes,
everything is so insane now.
Very
it's
good.
just
But maybe there's some names in there that Merrick Garland didn't want.
I'm
to
sure
get
there
out.
is.
Who knows at this point?
But fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them. That's right.
Sorry.
Yeah. Guys like Donald Trump don't get to the top by themselves.
Yeah. And in just a moment, we're going to tell you where we think this is going next. But first, we have one more video clip for you. Set this one up, Nick.
Okay.
What is this?
No, this is Jasmine Crockett. She was on Jake Tapper. She does a great job, as always.
I would cuss, but I'm not going to. I'm going to just say he's full of it.
This is cable. You can cuss.
I'm not going to do it, but I am going to say that he is full of, okay, I'm going to do it. He's full of shit. So right now, what I think is going to happen, the only reason that he is switched is because obviously he has had lots of conversations. Either the Senate is not going to take it up or they don't have the votes in the Senate. One of the two. But he never plans for this to actually go forward.
Oh, you think this is going to get killed in the Senate?
I think that this is going to get killed some way, somehow. Or the other option is that I think they're going to do the very same thing, and not necessarily the same thing, but the very reason that the files could not be released before is because there were active cases that were taking place. All the cases have been concluded because this administration decided they didn't want to talk about Jeffrey Epstein. So they weren't going to investigate whatsoever. So now the files can be opened. But now he said, look into my enemies. I want you to investigate this hoax. Well, if there's open cases, then that is your excuse for legally not allowing those documents to be out.
I love her. I love her. I love
She's
her.
so good.
I love her. Love her. She's the best.
She's the best.
Yes.
There was also, I'll say before we get into the meat of the clip, there was also one today from the House chambers.
Yeah.
If you can have this honest conversation about Epstein now, let's just go ahead with this lame duck president and be honest about everything that the American people care about. It is wrong to have 42 million people that are relying on $6 a day to eat, and we have the money because somehow our president was able to find under the couch cushion, the one that JD wasn't sitting on, under the couch cushion, he was able to find 40 billion to send to Argentina. But those emergency funds, he couldn't find them emergency funds so that Americans could eat. So listen. If y'all are going to be honest and talk about Epstein right now, let's be honest about everything that is causing y'all to lose real bad. Did y'all see the election results on November 4th? It didn't go very well. So let's just start having honest conversations so that hopefully some of y'all in some of these tight seats maybe y'all can get reelected and we can just work together.
Ms. Crockett.
The gentlelady.
She went there. I just love. She's so good at those little cracks.
Finally, right?
National treasure. We actually saw her in real life. We were like just a few feet from her in Baltimore. Yeah. Or was that Chicago?
Yeah, we were in Chicago.
Yeah, it was in Chicago when we saw her, and we were just like, oh,
I know.
She's great.
She's great.
Anyway.
So where are we headed now? So now that now that the bill has passed the House, Nick, what is next?
So she was pointing to some possible ways that they could keep trying to keep these undercover.
Right. So not to interrupt, but because she's basically saying, I still don't believe they'll ever see the light of day.
She was. Yeah. And she could very well be right.
Yeah.
Because there are various ways that they can do this. So she talked about the Senate. Maybe Trump, because he flip-flopped.
Right.
All of a sudden.
Right.
Maybe he talked to John Thune or something, and he knew that they didn't have the votes in the Senate to pass the bill or whatever. Or maybe they have this like elaborate plan to offer a ton of amendments that, to the House version of the bill that
to make it unvotable.
To water down the release or whatever.
They're doing a bunch of guilty man shit is what they're doing.
Exactly.
That's what guilty guys do.
Yeah, they're so good at that.
I know.
So basically, slow walking it in the Senate, blocking it in the Senate in some way. So a procedural thing is one option. Then she also talked about the fact that he mentioned in the clip on the airplane that Bill Clinton and the president of Harvard, and what he's pointing out there is like, oh, I want to investigate all these people.
And why would he do that?
And he would do that because if there's an open investigation at the DOJ related to the Epstein case, then they could
guess what
use
they
that
can't release.
Well, they could, but they would use that as cover, for not releasing it.
Right.
So
that seems to me to be the most plausible way for them to get out of this.
He's kind of pointing at it, and it's more controllable. From his perspective, because he actually does have control over what happens at the Department of Justice because of Pam Blondie. So I guess we'll see on that front. I think another sort of way that they could go about it if they wanted to keep the meat of the Epstein files quiet is do release it, but just it's all black.
Yeah.
It's just completely redacted.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's another one, too.
Yeah.
And I got to say, go ahead.
I was just going to say, also coming out and saying basically, if I go down, everybody goes down with me, is that chaos is his camouflage. Like, all he cares about is buying enough time to get in front of this message. He does not care.
Exactly.
He doesn't think in guilt or innocence. He thinks he's a showman.
Yeah.
He thinks about, how am I going to look?
Yeah.
How is this going to blow back on me?
Yeah.
And if I'm going to go down, I'm taking all of them. And he's like whispering the names out in the public, and who fucking knows who's in there? He could be lying like he does all the time.
Yeah. But I would like to propose to the Danger Corps and to my fellow co-hosts here, if it gets over to the Senate and it gets bogged down and it looks like it's not going to go anywhere because there's an investigation now or there's this and that, I say we have a No King style day protest.
I love that.
A one-day protest to get out there, and all of America, MAGA and Democrats,
let's link
side
arms,
by
guys.
side. Side by side, saying, fuck that, release the files, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
And
by the way, if Donald Trump wanted the files released, he could just fucking do it.
Yes.
Right.
Right. He doesn't need all this. Right.
This is Congress trying to pressure him to do it, but he could just do it.
Yeah.
He's sweating, dude.
Yes.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
sweating.
When he's snapping at those reporters, dude. Like, when you were a kid and your parents were irritated at you and you were like, and you just start doing shit to keep getting on. Like, that's where he's at. He's irritated.
Well, listen, we will not stop talking about this here.
Right.
We're going to keep you up to date on it. The entire network's involved in this issue, and we're gonna keep you up to date. Make sure to tell us what you think. Who is your favorite firebrand? Again, we love Jasmine Crockett.
Yep.
Let us know in the comments who your favorite firebrand is. Let us know what you think is going to happen with the Epstein thing by giving a call at 503-212-4600. You can leave a message up to 5 minutes, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and you can remain anonymous. Thank you.
Nice.
And then if you'd like to email us, you can do so at shout@thedangerousones.com. Stick with us. We'll keep you informed. Until next time, be safe, get into good trouble, get into fun trouble. And remember, we are all the dangerous ones. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.